Hello and welcome to the InGeneral podcast, the Jurassic Outpost podcast. This is episode 163. My name is Caleb, and I am really happy to be joined by Corey and Jaden today. What's up, guys?
What's up?
Woo!
Happy to be
Nothing
here.
much.
Happy to be
Yeah,
here.
happy to be back. It feels like it's been ages since
Yeah.
I've been on.
It has been
Mm.
ages since both of you have been on, so I'm glad y'all are here. Yeah, thanks for listening. In case those listening don't know, Corey is Jurassic Outpost's legal counsel,
That's right.
resident lawyer, resident eating off the toilet guy.
Blood-sucking lawyer
And,
right here. I fully
Yes,
claim it.
that's what I was looking for. Yes. And I just want to say congratulations to Corey because he had a successful jury trial this week.
Yeah.
And to celebrate that, he went to Jurassic Park in concert
Sure
Friday
did.
night.
Yeah.
So tell us about that, Corey.
Yeah, my local venue had a showing of Jurassic Park in concert, the typical ones where they show the movie and a live orchestra plays along with it. It's the second time that I've been to Jurassic Park in concert like that. The first time was out in Hollywood with Caleb at the Hollywood Bowl. And this one was closer to home. Still a blast, still an absolute blast. I actually had literally front row seats to this one, so I was like 20 feet away from the orchestra as they were playing it, which was really cool. The bass from the movie, the speakers for that were just right there and just like barreling into my chest the whole time, which was really cool in the Tyrannosaur breakout scene, especially.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, it was a good time.
So you were right up next to the orchestra.
Oh yeah. I could see every single person in the orchestra right there playing, getting ready to every time music was about to come on, they getting ready for whatever they were about to play. Super close, super I was honestly more focused on the orchestra than the movie, because it's typically like if you go to a movie theater and you sit in the front row, your like neck is craned up the entire time watching the movie. That's normally not a good place to sit, but it's great for this if you really just want to kind of watch the orchestra play along with the movie, which was great. Awesome.
Oh yeah, hell yeah. I mean, I went to JP in concert a couple weeks ago, well, 3 or 4 weeks ago now at the Hollywood Bowl, and it's a fantastic experience. It's like watching it for the first time again, honestly, because it's just such a unique experience. We were talking about how they need to do The Lost World in concert.
Yes. So typical me, I went to Jurassic Park in concert, watched it, and then immediately came home and was like, I really want to watch The Lost World right now. So I turned on The Lost World and I just started thinking like, why don't they do this one in concert too? This one has a really cool soundtrack or a score to it too. So yeah, I would love to see that.
He legit came into my stream and were like, I watched Jurassic Park in concert. Now I'm at home watching The Lost World. I was like, hell yeah.
This is a full JP day.
True fan, honestly. Mm-hmm. No, The Lost World, they would have to like bring in so much more percussion and like tribal drums and all kinds of stuff, and that'd be like so cool to watch. It would be even more like focusing on the orchestra because there'd be so much action going on, so that'd be awesome. You were telling me a second ago about how you had the Lost World board game as a kid.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah, so I don't know what, I mean, I was watching it last night and I kept thinking like, I used to have this game as a kid, and it was literally, it came out with the movie. It was the Lost World board game, and from my recollection of it, there you have like 12 playable characters, and technically there's 6, but there's 2 copies of each one. And you're in the workers village, but the characters there never go into the workers village. The characters that you have, it's like Roland Timbo, Ajay, Burke, somebody else, and then maybe there's one character that maybe Sarah Harding, but doesn't really look like Sarah at all. But
Oh,
yeah, you have to. It's like dinosaur chess almost, in the fact that you have to navigate your way from this building to the helicopter pad on the other side of the map. And
okay.
you roll dice and try to make your way. So it's really a 2 to 4 player game, mostly 2 player. One player controls the humans, the other controls the dinosaurs, and the dinosaurs are just way OP. Like, they could just run the map, and anytime you played that game, if you weren't the dinosaurs, you were gonna lose pretty much. So yeah, I just remember, I have fond memories of playing that as a kid.
Nice. I mean, maybe that's how it should be. I don't know, or like the dinosaurs win every time. I don't
Every
know,
time,
but
like,
but that's awesome. So like, if there's 2 copies of every character, like you could just play with 2 Roland Timbos or
well,
2.
you play with all of them. So you start with 12 people, and I think the
Oh,
way the humans win the game is if just 3 of them make it to the other side. And that's how
okay.
you win it. And and it just, like, never works. And there's
So like,
yeah.
as long as you like make, I mean, as long as 25% of you make it across,
Then you
you win.
win. Yeah, that sounds like a
Okay.
Jurassic Park movie.
I mean, yeah, 9 out of 12 people getting eaten.
Yep,
That's a good thing.
that's pretty much it.
Um, Jaden, it's been a little
Yeah.
while since you've been on the pod.
Yes.
You went to the premiere of Primitive War
Oh yeah,
in
geez. It's been like
in
really long.
Australia land. Can
Yes.
you can you tell us about that? Tell us like what also tell us like your thoughts, your whole review of the movie too, please.
Yeah, okay, sweet. Yeah, because it's been a while since I've actually jumped on the pod, and Primitive War's been out for what, 3 weeks now? And it's been in cinemas for 3 weeks. It's been doing pretty well
Yeah,
in
at
theaters,
least.
being
Yeah.
extended and things like that. I know in Australia and some cinemas in America. But yeah, so the premiere was actually really cool. I didn't think it was going to be like, I thought, like, because it is like an indie film, like they wouldn't do like a big spectacular thing. It would just be like kind of standard, like you just go in and just go into the movie and that's it. But they had this whole event on, had red carpet, had interviews, interviewing the cast. It was pretty funny because they had like this war truck outside the theater, and I was standing out there because I invited some content creator friends, and Luke Spark comes and he recognized me, and we had a little chat outside the
Hell
movie.
yeah.
And I was like, "Thank
Nice.
you for inviting me." And he's like, "Yeah, no, it should be really fun because the Sydney premiere was the second one in the world because the night before was the Queensland one. So Sydney was the second premiere in the world to watch the movie. First the worst, second the best. That's the way I see it. Um, so technically in those rules, I was the first one to watch it in the world first on the case. Um, and yeah, it was really cool. We had cast sitting next to us at the back, like in our row from the movie and things like that. The movie itself, I did put a letterbox review out if you guys want a more in-depth look and things like that. But from I think it's good. It's the dinosaur action in it. It's definitely what I want in my dinosaur media. I kind of like how there's consequences involved in the movie, and it's not a field trip in the jungle where like you're like, you know, where you survive and just silly things and stuff like that. Like, no, it's genuinely dinosaurs in the jungle. You're getting hunted. Like, you need to like move fast. You know what I mean? And I like that aspect of it. And the first time I watched the first take I got out of it, I was like, what a wild movie. I was like, it's like Tropic Thunder meets Jurassic Park,
Oh,
and
I
then
love
Stranger
that
Things.
description.
Yeah, and then Stranger Things getting thrown in there. That's the way I viewed the movie the first time watching it. I viewed it for a second time when it rolled out in cinemas and things like that. I took my parents to go watch it as well. Just because I wanted to see a general audience like perspective of it and things like that. And they enjoyed it as well. I think it's the one thing that I will say, because I haven't really I've been seeing, the discussion online and stuff like that. I would say not to compare it to Jurassic World. I think they're just two completely different movies in itself. But
Yeah.
I will say that the promotion of Primitive War have been bashing Jurassic World a tad too much. But I guess the hype of like the movie doing well and things like that, and you can't really blame them at the end of the day because most of the reviews are coming out from the public is just this movie is so much better than Jurassic World Rebirth and stuff like
Yeah, I
that,
mean,
and it's
comparisons like
recency
that is
bias.
inevitable. Like
Yeah.
Jurassic has like a chokehold on dinosaur media, so
Mm.
anything outside of that, anytime anything outside of that comes out, it's just, I mean, it's inevitable that it's going to go there.
Yeah. But
Yeah.
obviously the movie has like its hiccups. Like it's not a perfect movie by any
True.
means. Like it has its flaws and things like that. Some acting is a bit questionable and things like that. I will say like the acting got better the second time watching it because I guess I could just analyze it a tad better. But yeah, obviously it's not like perfect or anything like that. But I enjoyed it. I thought it was really cool. I think it would work as a like incredible video game series. I think from the vibe that I got from it because it's like COD Zombies as well.
Mm.
It's yeah, it would work well as a video game. I think in this generation as well. If they it seems like they're doing well. This like as we mentioned before, 3 weeks in cinemas now. If it does well, more games and things like that in the future, I think that'd be sick. But yeah, other than that, it's I would recommend watching it. It's probably like the second best dinosaur movie that's come out in a very long time. Better than 75. I turned that off. So,
You mean 65?
65.
oh yeah, 65. That one, 75. Sorry.
Adam
There
Driver
you go.
dinosaur. Man, that one was bad. That
Um,
was
there,
Well,
there,
bad.
you- there
yeah.
you go. I forgot the number of the movie. So
Well, yeah, exactly. Like it was not that memorable because it
yeah,
was not good.
and
But
I will
yeah.
s- I will say though, with the what I really liked about because I don't like war movies. I'm not like a war person. I'm not a history dude. I like dinosaurs, but like
Mm.
war,
Wait,
I'm
really?
not. I'm not. Yeah, I was. I'm not really into war, so I wasn't going into the movie like wanting to watch the war aspect of it. I just wanted to see dinosaurs be dinosaurs. But I will say like the acting of like the troops and stuff like that. The way they touch on mental health and things like that. I thought it was really cool. It wasn't cringy. You know how like most Hollywood movies are like, even in Jurassic World Rebirth, like when the dad's like, "Oh, other people may talk shit about us, but you don't have to do that job for them." You know what I mean? Like it's not cringy, but it's a bit like forced. But this, like the whole mental health aspect, PTSD of war, I thought that was really cool. I think they shined at a really like in a great tone, especially like for a war movie and like man, to bring mental health in it. Um, it was pretty cool. I really enjoyed that aspect that they did. It wasn't forced, and it just felt really genuine, like just advocating men's mental health and stuff like that. I thought that was really cool. Because you don't really see that at all in a smooth transitional way. You know what I
I,
mean?
I think I can speak for
Sure.
all of us when I say that dinosaurs are our therapy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I mean, that's really interesting to hear, and good to hear, honestly, because
Mhm.
that's a important, extremely important thing to highlight in media, honestly. I don't know if that conversation in Rebirth was necessarily about mental health. I think it was
No,
more
no.
about yeah. But
But like the
I
clichéness of it, like how like it just like other people may talk shit about us. It doesn't mean you have to. You know what I mean? Like
oh,
it's
I mean,
I know.
I liked it, but
Yeah,
I mean, I get what you're saying.
yeah,
No,
yeah.
I mean, I think Primitive were flawed but awesome dinosaur carnage movie. Like that's a good thing. And like as far as the Jurassic World comparison goes, like they are like two very different franchises. I think Jurassic Rises has more to say maybe than just dinosaur carnage, but
Mm.
it's also good that Primitive War is saying more than dinosaur carnage. So
As I
do you make the Stranger Things comparison because of the lab or?
Yeah, it's more the last bit. And I guess because like in Stranger Things, like the whole Russian thing as well.
Oh,
That's where I see it and things like that. I guess when you watch it, it makes a bit more sense. I don't want to like spoil it too much, but
Please
yeah,
don't. I
that
want to
was
watch it. It never came
yeah,
to
yeah, yeah.
anywhere near me.
No, that's what I mean. I don't the whole chaos theory podcast that we did here, and we spoiled it for Ryan, I think.
yeah,
I think
accidentally, yeah.
yeah, and I was like, oh shit. So now I just tread carefully everywhere I go
Yeah,
now.
yeah, yeah.
Um,
No, I
anyway,
mean, Corey. Corey, you and I have both read the book, so I don't think there's too much to be spoiled, but
Yeah, I mean, that's fair. I haven't seen. I've purposely kind of stayed away from a lot of the stuff about the movie, though,
yeah, yeah,
because
yeah. No, that's
I knew it wasn't coming to a theater near me, which I'm still frustrated about. But I'm excited whenever it eventually comes out on streaming and digital.
yeah,
I imagine
for
that will
sure.
be soon. I know Luke Spark's been tweeting about like international release coming soon and things like that. I think he said something about it this week. But yeah, other than that, I would say that, at the end of the day, like much as I don't want to like, I don't like seeing them compared, but they are gonna be compared. But competition is good. I always say
Yeah.
that. I always think, maybe I don't think, it, the Dreadnoughtus design, like, yes, it does look like a bit on the nose with Jurassic World designs. If Jurassic World decide to act on it, I think that's a good thing because it shows that they see it as competition. But if they don't, I think it's a good move on their part. But yeah, I think it's just something different, and hopefully, Universal will take notice of that and be like, okay, this is what people want to see. Let's try adapt that and make something even better. Um, that's the way I look at it, anyways. Just a
Yeah,
little.
I mean, the way I would put it is like, I think it's there needs to be more types of dinosaur movies.
Mm,
It shouldn't just be a theme park on an island. Like that
yeah.
shouldn't be the only like big budget dinosaur movie. We should have other
Mm.
dinosaur encounter, dinosaur exploration, sci-fi lab like dinosaur movies.
I will.
But
And the last thing I'll say about Primitive War as well. I love the end credit scenes. Like they're not end
okay.
credit scenes. Like like how in movies there's like post credits, but like they're not actually important or storyline wise. It's just like things that go next to the credits and things like that.
Yeah, yeah.
Like that is like really cool. Like you don't have to watch it; it doesn't spoil anything. But it just reminds me of like the old on YouTube the analog
Mhm.
horrors of Jurassic Park and stuff like that. It's
Yeah.
filmed like that. So it's just really cool seeing something like that. That was one of my favorite parts. Not because the movie ended or anything like that. It was just really cool to see, not in a rude way. My favorite part was the ending because it ended. No, it wasn't that.
No, that's cool. One more primitive war question, and I've asked other
Yeah.
people this, but what did you think about the score, the music in the movie?
Oh, that's actually a good question. Holy moly! Um, I'm gonna be honest, man. I really didn't take notice of it. Of the
Okay.
score with
You
this
found it
movie.
quite
That's
primitive.
wow. Yeah. Uh, I will say, like, I didn't really take notice of it. I can't really, wow. I'm like,
Well,
I'm
here's the
starstruck.
thing. I'm someone who would tell you that like that might mean that it fit the movie really well and just wasn't I mean it didn't stand out in a bad way. So like
Yeah,
it just flowed with the movie maybe.
it's just like,
Uh,
and look, I'm sorry to say, it's just because I've since Jurassic World Rebirth has come out on digital in the past 2 weeks here, I've watched it like probably 8 times, and
Wow.
I love
nice.
the score. I love the score of Rebirth. So like, when when the start of the lab scene, like the Snickers bar goes into the thing and you hear the music, like the ominous, like, it's really sick. Um,
Yeah.
so nothing stood out to me like that. But yeah, I can't say like, nothing was noticeable or whatever. It's just, yeah, I just didn't, I think I was just too caught up in all the action and things like that of everything. I just didn't take notice of it. But yeah, I can't say it was bad or good because I just don't remember.
No, sure. I mean, to me, maybe that means that it just fit the movie really well.
Yeah.
And it just yeah. So I mean, that seems good to me. I mean, I've heard like I mean, I haven't heard like extremely positive like it was great about it, but I've heard that it was good. So I mean, yeah,
Yeah.
that's cool.
I looked it up too, 'cause I don't remember.
Also the Rebirth score is fucking awesome. I
Yeah,
love it too.
It is really
it's
good.
so good.
And on that note, go listen to the podcast episode before this one where we talk about the score. But yeah, anything else you want to say about Primitive Four before we move
Um,
on?
is there
Or
anything else I can really say? I would just say, yeah, like as much as I did like kind of step on my own feet when I say don't compare it, and then I did like compare things from Rebirth to it in my whole segment of talking. I'm not trying to compare it as in like identical, whatever. But yeah, just go into it. Just fresh eyes and just just something different. Just the different ways of dinosaurs that can be used in movies and things like that. I thought they did a great job. I thought it was really cool. Yeah, the dino gore in it is insane. Like I had to turn away at some points. I'm like, what the fuck am I
Oh,
watching?
I
I'm like,
love
what?
to hear that.
Yeah, I was like, oh, yeah. So it is pretty cool. It is something different, and yeah, I think it's good for the community. I think we're eating good as a dinosaur community in 2025. This is probably one of the best years we've had as a
Yeah.
big community. You know what I mean? Like so much media, so many games coming out as well. Shows, everything. I think we're eating good, and that's the main thing. You know.
Yeah, Rebirth, Primitive War, Chaos Theory,
We,
games.
yeah, we're eating
Everything.
well. I will say, I
Yeah.
will plug. So one of the reasons I'm excited to watch the movie is I think he plays the main character, Ryan. Was it Quantin?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He is in one of my favorite silly movies to watch. Like if you've ever heard of Hurricane Heist, it is a
Oh,
silly,
I've heard of that. Yeah.
silly, dumb movie, but it's so much fun. And he's in that, and it's so fun to watch. It's actually Maggie Grace from Lost is in that too. And
Oh, okay.
yeah,
Cool.
it's fun. It's so dumb, but it's a fun movie. There's
So it's like Sharknado with bank robbers.
Yeah, kinda. A little bit like that. I think it's a little bit more better produced than Sharknado, but like just to
Okay.
give you an example, I think one of the good characters takes a bunch of hubcaps at one point when they're out in the storm and starts throwing them like ninja stars to try to get one of the bad guys. Like it's hilarious. It's so good and it's so bad at the same time. But if you haven't seen it, it's worth a watch if you like that character, that actor.
Okay. Nice. Well, he's that actor's also in The Boys, which is a great show.
Is
So
he?
Who does he play in
yeah,
The Boys?
Yeah.
I can't remember, but I know he's in it.
Hold on. I gotta forget that. I
Jeez.
love The Boys.
I know Leon in the movie, he's played by Carlos. I know he's Australian and he's also Chilean like me. I found that out because
Oh,
when I took my mum to watch it because she watches this show, an Australian show, and he's on it. And she's like, "Oh, he's like you. He's Chilean and Australian." I was like, "Oh, that's pretty cool." Because
hell yeah, that's cool.
I
I
don't
was
Yeah.
like, "Oh,
I don't think he's in The Boys.
His no what either he or one of the other actors in Primitive War, like on the marketing for Primitive War, it said like from The Boys.
It's got to be somebody else then. I don't know who it would be, but I'm looking at Ryan's IMDb. I don't see The Boys on there. Let me see who might it be.
Anyway,
I can probably take it. I love The Boys.
I guess
The
we
Boys.
after
The Boys
you
is
guys,
fantastic.
yeah, The Boys is so good. Last season next year, hell yeah, The Boys podcast.
Gen V is also really good.
Oh, dude,
Yes,
I
yep.
couldn't watch Gen V. The first episode where like she, does that. I'm like really bad with blood for some reason. So like when I saw that and then all the like the blood bending, I was just like, nah.
Jaden, you struggle with gore and you like The Boys.
Yeah. I'm really weird like that. Yeah, but Gen V, I need to watch it. But yeah, it was so hard to like get past that first like act of the episode. I was like, oh hell no.
Oh yeah, no, I get that. There's a thing in Gen V that was very, very hard to watch. So, did you find anything, Corey?
I cannot find anything right now. I'm
The
going
last
through
thing
the
I'll
main cast.
The last thing I'll say on Primitive War though,
Okay.
when you guys do watch it, maybe we'll do another podcast because I spoke to Luke Spark, the director, after the movie in Sydney. So we spoke about a lot of things about the movie and things like that. He shared some exclusives and stuff. I asked him some questions about the movie as well that he answered. But yeah, obviously those are more spoilery and things like that. So yeah, when you guys watch the movie, maybe we can do another. But it's
Yeah,
hard
well,
because like most of you guys haven't watched it still, and so like we can't really do anything like a deep dive onto it and things like that. And I can't share this news I've been hanging on for like 3 weeks about like cool things that he said.
Oh,
But
I got it.
yeah, you got it.
Yeah,
Hell yeah.
Nick Weschler. He played Blue Hawk in 3 episodes of The Boys.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
he did.
okay.
Yeah, okay. Questionable character, but I
And
remember.
yeah. Who is he in Primitive War?
Eli.
Yeah,
Oh,
Eli
okay.
Taylor.
Eli.
He's one of the troops. He's like one of
Oh,
the
okay.
funnier troops as well.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Last thing on Primitive War, I promise. Better Spinosaurus, Primitive War or Jurassic Park 3?
Ooh.
Oh no, sorry, you can't do that. You know, summer's coming in Australia, guys. Look at that. I'm flexing my Spinosaurus tattoo. But yeah, no, nothing can beat the king, the goat of the franchise. Yeah, the JP3. So what if you could see? Yeah, I'm stuck on like all those brain rot edits. I love that the Jurassic Park 3 has turned into. I love that it's like that. It's that much significant in like pop culture and just memes that Jurassic Park 3 has like dominated itself in that, and now it's just stuck.
There's been so many Spinosaurus like fan edits and
Yeah,
memes.
you and Steven just send them to me. I'm like, yes. I was like, I love this. It's amazing. Shout out to Steven, by the way. What a lovely man. Also on the
Yeah,
last pod as well, right?
2 pods ago, but yeah. Shout out Stephen Ray Morris. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yes. The man of 3 names.
That's right.
Yeah.
So Jaden, I see sitting on your desk behind you some trading cards. I see some old trading cards and I see some new trading cards. Can you tell us about those?
Yeah, I'll talk about the old ones real quick just to get them out of the way. But I went to a collect fest. It was like a collector's event. I didn't expect to find anything Jurassic, because in Australia when I go to all these events, there's never anything Jurassic related. But this year I walked in and spent a lot of money, sadly. But I bought Topps Jurassic Park movie cards, like that are 32 years old, that are completely sealed, by the way. I bought them. I also bought some. I don't know if you guys can still hear me.
Barely.
I bought some Jurassic Park comics as well.
Ooh, yeah.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
also Topps, aren't they?
Yeah. And then I got this graded comic as well.
Oh, I have that one.
Yeah. So sorry, listeners, but you can't see. But I'm just flexing all my comics that I bought.
It's Jurassic Park Danger for listeners.
Yeah.
Jaden is showing us beautiful Jurassic Park comics.
This one apparently is rare. So I was talking to the guy about it, and this one was released in a news agency because it has the barcode there. So it wasn't in a comic book store. It got released in a news agency, and I
really want to go check mine right now.
Yeah. So this one is a 6 out of 93. Like,
wow,
graded. Yeah. So this one's like hella rare because it's from news agents and not a comic shop.
93 issues for 1993.
Yeah. So, and it scores a 9.0 on the grading scale as well. So,
okay, cool.
Investment stonks. And then yeah, I did not mean to waste this much money, but it was so cool. But yeah, and then we got these other 4 comics. And you get trading cards in here as well. But
yeah,
I got the contact for this guy. His name's Dave. If you guys are in Australia, reach out. If you guys want to buy some cool comics and stuff. But yeah, I might go back to him around Christmas time. But yeah, so he has like he sells his own collection.
Oh, okay. And Corey just ran away to go check his own
he's
comic book.
But also, I met a lot of people at Collect Fest as well that like watch Jurassic Outpost and stuff. And because as soon as I mentioned that, like what I do and stuff, a lot of people were like, "Oh, I have this and this and this. If you're interested in buying off me and stuff like that." And I got so many people's numbers and stuff like that and contact information. So shout out to you guys. That was really cool. And I might follow up and buy stuff off you. But I have a wedding next month. So yeah,
Corey has comic books now.
I don't.
It's like a show and tell.
I don't think it's the one with the barcode, but it has something there.
Yes, yeah. But apparently, like the barcode was like the big thing of like why it was that rarity and things like that.
Dang, that would have been really cool. I got all these at San Diego Comic-Con.
How was that, by the way?
Not this year.
That looks.
Like that was. God, when did San
Diego? I know you guys did a pod of that, and I asked you about it, but like I don't know, San Diego Comic-Con.
I mean, San Diego Comic-Con was fantastic. It was awesome. Corey was there a couple years ago for the Jurassic Park 30th anniversary stuff and all that.
Yeah.
So.
Hell yeah. And then we got.
It was awesome.
we got these new trading cards as well. So this is from the Jurassic Park trading card game. Shout out to Lewis Lee. Go follow him on Twitter. He's one of the goats of the Jurassic community. But
Yeah,
he sent me
Jurassic
out
Korea. Yeah.
yeah, Jurassic Korea, yeah. So he sent me out these Jurassic Park trading card games, these new issues from Korea and things like that. So some of the most of the writing on here is in Korean and stuff, but it makes it look cooler. But yeah, they sent me out some starter boxes and things like that to open and review. We'll have an article going up on the Jurassic Outpost website as well with like photos and more details and things like that. But yeah, these are really cool. You know, as a kid, playing Yu-Gi-Oh and Pokemon and things like that, and like seeing all these cool play mats, all that jazz. The fact that Jurassic Park is now moving into this space, I feel like it's a tad too late, but better late than never. Because as a collector, this is like something I've been dreaming for is more cards. And I know at Comic Con they announced a new card thing as well. So more money, yay! But
Yeah, there were
they
some
also
Jurassic Park trading cards at San Diego Comic-Con as
yeah,
well.
okay, cool. And then they're also releasing their boosters decks as well for this trading card game. So it's all coming out now, and if you as a collector, if these are coming out now, if you buy these now, these first issues, imagine in 10 years how much these will go for. That's all I'm gonna say, guys.
That's the dream.
It's investment and it stonks. But yeah, no, the cards are amazing. The art, like I showed the guys my Spinosaurus earlier, but I have these double protected, you know what I mean? They're sleeved and then in a harder sleeve. So just in
The art
case.
is colorful. It's awesome. Looks so cool.
Yeah,
It does
and
look really
and
good.
honestly, even as like a Spino Glazer, the Rex like design is just beautiful.
That is
It has
really
like
Yeah.
the ribbon, or is that a ribbon or banner of
The
like when
banner, the
dinosaurs?
banner.
Yeah, when dinosaurs ruled the earth, like the iconic pose of the Rex and stuff like that. So yeah, it's really sick. I opened a bunch of them, and yeah, we'll have more information on the article for Jurassic Outpost, which is really cool. But I'm trying to see if Lewis wants me to say anything else. But the booster packs are coming out soon. I'm Lewis's seller right now. But no, that's it. He just said that he's worked really hard on these. These are really cool, and he has worked hard on this. He's been trying
Yeah.
to do this for like ages, and the fact that it's like lifted now, working with Universal, doing this, huge congrats to him. Like the fact that he's got this off the ground, and it's like I have it in my hands, like physical copies, and they're just beautiful as well. So yeah, massive shout out to him for what he's doing for the community, and it's just so sick, and they're so good, and there's more
Yeah.
that's gonna come out.
Yeah,
So, yeah.
absolutely. Lewis is awesome. Regardless, just an awesome guy. And
Mhm.
those cards look pretty fantastic. So you were
Yeah.
saying like they're gonna be in the Asian market in the US and
Yeah,
maybe other places?
I did message Lewis before this podcast started. I think he's 2 hours behind me because I'm Australian and he's in Korea. But I remember I will have this information like officially in the article and things like that. But from memory, I remember I saw a tweet, and I think it was America and like the Asian region, so like Korea, China, Japan. I'm pretty sure the cards are in. I know it's not in Australia. That's why I got them sent out to me because they're not available here, and I don't think they will be. But I think next year they'll start rolling out in like America and things like that. I think as of now it's just in Asian communities and like
Okay.
countries and things like that. But I could be wrong, so keep a lookout on the article for more official things. But that's just on the top of my head. But I
All right.
think that's accurate. But yeah, don't quote me.
Okay. No, cool. Awesome. Jurassic _TCG on Twitter and other
Instagram.
places.
Yeah.
Yeah. So go follow that. It's still called Twitter, by the way.
Yeah. We're still living that gen.
Yeah, I guess. So it's time now, I think, to go
It's
into
time.
a segment that we haven't had in a while because Jaden hasn't been on the pod in a little while, and it's a segment that we still need some theme music for, which is on me. But it's called Jaden's Gaming News.
Woo! dun, dun, dun. You know, like at the end of like Sonic. Did you guys ever play the Sonic games and like you get the S rank and it's like dun 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 dun, and like he
Yeah.
does the spin. Yeah. Anyways, yeah, we have a lot of gaming news since I haven't been on the pod for like a couple of weeks now. Like so much stuff has dropped. Collaborations, Jurassic World Evolution 3, significant news. The game looks amazing, and like that's coming from me as someone that has been quite harsh on the game in the past and things like that. But I'm genuinely excited. Jurassic Park Survival. It's alive. It's surviving. I guess we can talk about Jurassic Park Survival first. It's alive. It survives. Yeah, they did the whole BTS like 2-minute was a 5-minute video, like that whole behind the scenes of the making of the game and things like that.
Yeah.
That's on Jurassic Outpost's YouTube channel as well if you want a more in-depth look at it and things like that. But yeah, no, Jurassic Park Survival. They also released something yesterday, but it's just the same BTS snippet. It wasn't
Yeah.
anything new. But
It used some John Williams music, which I appreciated.
yeah.
So yeah.
Because when I saw it, because it went live, and I was like, oh, and I went even just reading, I was like, oh yeah, this is just a rehash of like what was used before.
Well, and it was, I mean, it touches on what I think is a huge selling point for the game, which is exploring the InGen facility and exploring Isla Nublar. So yeah, but go on.
No, and this is like I was quite skeptical of Jurassic Park Survival because I really hope like they lean into the open world survival aspect. I don't think they'll still lean into like the full horror like as like a lot of people say, oh, I hope it's like Alien Isolation and things like that. I don't think it'll be as maybe scary, but I could be wrong. But I think we're still they're cooking as I always say. Let them cook and judge after the product comes out. Don't be too harsh and things like that because I've already seen people go in on the Rex design already, and it's just alpha footage and things like that, and people just like start going, "This is not a good design." I'm like, bro, just, like, there's no release
Give it
date
time.
yet. I was like, let them cook, like, let it judge after, like, just be patient. But yeah, Jurassic Park Survival is alive. It looks amazing so far. Like everything just looks so good. I want to run something by you guys. This is I haven't told anyone this, and I think I may have said it in the chat. I posted probably like photos when the thing came out. But do we think we'll get like a Baryonyx Easter egg in this game because the bunker from Fallen Kingdom is in the game, and we're gonna see new things and things like that.
Saw that.
I hope we see the Baryonyx, like a little Easter egg of just in that bunker or something like that, where you have to like escape, and it's just if that's why they added the bunker in from Fallen Kingdom on into this game because it was like its own screenshot last year with the IGN article.
Yeah.
Like everyone's like, oh wow, like the Fallen Kingdom bunker's in here. So hopefully that's cool. And that happens. But yeah, I'm just so excited. I think the release date for Jurassic Park Survival will be at the Game Awards in December. I think that's when they'll announce it. Like there's that's just off the rip. That's on top. I know, right? Don't listen to Jay. He always all these gaming predictions always come out to be wrong. But I'm just saying, look how much information they've dropped.
Well, that's Game what Awards I was going to say is like how much progress we've made on this game. Well, not we, but like how much it has, how far it has come this how far it has come this year as far as like publicized actual news. I feel like there's more coming. So yeah, I would love a release date. So
I honestly think, I think Jurassic World Rebirth, like because of how out of the blue and how much it surprised everyone, I honestly think that's why it was quiet last year. And I still have a feeling they might include some Rebirth stuff in Jurassic Park Survival. I hope that they don't. I just wanted to keep it like clean. Yeah, but I don't know, just like the whole still thing. Yeah, just because I'm cooking up fresh ideas in April, like still writing out some things and all that stuff. I think they might add some stuff, and let them cook. If it works, it works. Don't judge it. That's my mentality. But yeah, I think we'll get a release date in December for Game Awards. It's that'll be 2 years since they got announced at Game Awards. They even when they put out the BTS video, they said that while we won't be at Gamescom, which was like the second biggest gaming event of the year, because you got Summer Games Fest in June, and then you got Gamescom in August, and then you got Game Awards in December. So they name dropped Gamescom saying they're not going to be a part of it, and they dropped that, which is cool because Jurassic Park Survival before Gamescom came out had its own spotlight, had its own day of just being out, and I think that was a perfect move by them. In all honesty,
Yeah.
because it got its own attention, it got everything. So Game Awards December. I think if we're getting this much stuff already, I think they should probably announce I'm not saying they should, but I would be surprised if they don't.
I gotcha. No, I mean,
But yeah,
I think that would be a good thing. I mean, they would Rebirth would be behind them, Chaos Theory would be behind them. So then you can kind of focus on survival, maybe.
yeah,
But
and that'll be and honestly, if that's the big driving force this year, and it's after Evolution 3 as well, they'll be out for like 2 months by the time, Game Awards
yeah.
comes around. So, not people will be bored of Jurassic World Evolution 3, but the hype would have simmered down by then. Everyone has the game. All that stuff.
The Baryonyx thing is interesting. I love that there's the Fallen Kingdom Easter egg in there, but if I'm not mistaken, Baryonyx was one of the original species listed on Isla Nublar. So it would make sense for it to be there, which is really cool. So
it's right there for them to do. It's right there, right in front of them, for them to do something like that, if they really wanted to.
You just press a button and you hear that silly little scream from Fallen Kingdom. Just that's your Easter egg right there. You just press a button and Franklin scream just.
That'd be hilarious.
You hear Claire yell chair.
Chair!
Oh god.
Now, Corey, are you excited for Jurassic Park Survival? You're more of a gamer than me. So,
I am very much excited for it. I like Saber stuff. I hope. We kind of talked about this a little bit last night, Jaden. I really I hope that it leans more towards Alien Isolation, because that would be really, really cool, because that game is so good. But I know it's probably not. But the more that they can lean into horror survival with this would make me so happy. So happy, because that kind of game, I just think that is underexplored in this franchise. We get a lot more thriller with Jurassic Park stuff, and if we could really lean into survival horror with it, I think a video game is a perfect place to do it. And yeah, I think it'd be really fun.
It's definitely the perfect way to explore that type of tone with the franchise. It's video games. It's the perfect market for it, and yes, it does take a lot of money to make a game and things like that, but at least you can try in that avenue first, and it's not as a risk. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because it's a game. You can do really anything you want with it. So I hope they can. I'm with you, Corey. I agree. I want that, but it's just my, being doing this now and being in Jurassic Outpost and my thing, focusing on games and then researching games for the past 10 years, they've just done family friendly content. So that's Park Builder, family friendly. So that's my hesitation of why I don't think they'll lean into it.
Yeah,
which is sad. Right. I totally agree with you. I think it's the perfect opportunity to do it. And the big thing of and sorry to segue back to Primitive War, but a big thing that we've always spoken about here is that the franchise has never matured with its audience, with Jurassic Park and Jurassic World and stuff like that. They haven't taken that extra step to, grow with the audience and show that type of thing within the franchise. So I hope that, this game is a new avenue for the franchise to explore more mature content and things like that. But I still want a Kim Cretaceous Lego game.
What the first trailer for Survival, and just the concept of her being by herself, it just the vibe and the POV of the trailer also just gives me some hope that they're gonna lean into the very scary, you are alone here and you have to get by, you have to get out alive on your own. sort of
Yeah,
thing.
well, I
So,
was really happy with like they're really leaning into the survival term, like survival adventure and things like that. So I hope
mhm.
like, I'm happy that they're leaning into that and using those words because, at least it's not going to be too family friendly. Like you do have to like it is going to be a bit challenging to like survive and things like that. And I was saying to Corey yesterday because it was in my stream, I would like it if like this game is anything near like Indiana Jones. I think Indiana Jones is like such a
I
good
Ah,
just
game.
started playing it
well,
this
yeah, yeah,
morning.
yeah.
Yeah, it's
Corey
so
Corey was telling me that he just started playing
I
that,
literally
so
downloaded
yeah,
it this morning and started playing it.
yeah. No, it's so good, and the DLC comes out for it. I think it's already come out, or it comes
Yeah,
out really soon.
yeah, it's out.
Um, yeah, it's out. Yeah, so Steven Spielberg had a helping hand in that game. So I wonder if he'll
mhm.
have a helping hand in this game as well, because yeah,
That's cool.
Indiana Jones, man, it's so good, and if it's anything like that, because it is like survival and like adventure and things like that, I'm happy. Like I like that's where I more base it, and because like Steven Spielberg did help out with the game and things like that, I'm hoping that we get an inkling of
For
that.
sure.
You know what I mean? Just something like that.
Yeah.
But I think we're in good hands either way. The game's not getting canceled as we all feared. Um, I,
Yeah.
I I think we're in good hands. I know. Me, Jack, and Aziz were like, nah, it's done. It's done. We're always like on off, like if it's happening or not. But
Mhm.
yeah, we're in safe hands. It's good, and I'm happy. Like I said, it's a great year. We're eating good. Um, I've always dreamed for a game like this, and I think many others have. So the only thing I'd say is let them cook. Judge after it comes out.
And I know,
Yeah.
Jaden, we've talked about this a little bit. I think we had a discussion in chat at some point about just like different, like really indie dinosaur games that have come out like over the past few years and stuff like that. I played Claude, which is
Yeah,
basically a Jurassic Park ripoff. It's basically survive in a dinosaur theme park and
the
solve
demo's
puzzles.
so weird, bro.
It's short, and it's
Yeah,
weird. It'll take you maybe an hour to get through the whole thing, if
yeah.
that. And I mean, it's entertaining. And then you, I think, recommended me playing Ferocious, and
Yeah.
I started playing that, and that one's pretty good too. I
Ferocious is like Far Cry with dinosaurs,
yeah,
and
yeah, yeah.
it's
Oh, okay.
amazing.
Yeah.
So yeah, if you guys, yeah, maybe we should like turn this gaming segment to like all the Steam dinosaur games I'm playing. That I can open up my Steam, but yeah, Ferocious is really good. And Death Ground's also coming out soon as
Yes,
well.
I can't
Oh,
wait
yeah,
for
yeah.
Backgrounds.
So those two dinosaur games are coming out this year sometime. But
Have
yeah,
they done
really
anything
like
with playtesting for Death Grounds yet? Have you heard
Death
anything?
Ground is it's all the beta the Kickstarters. So when they did their Kickstarters
Mm,
in early 2020, it's all
yeah.
those people that are into the I was too poor to to donate to the Kickstarter at that time. So I'm not in any of them, but I think they'll release something soon for the public. But
I hope so.
yeah, they emailed something around June. But yeah, no, like I said, we're eating good. There's good dinosaur games coming out.
Yep.
It's a
Mhm.
great year. But yeah, I guess we can segue to Jurassic World Evolution 3. And holy,
Oh, yeah.
this
Hold
game.
on. I was just gonna say one more thing, which was
Oh
that
yeah, go.
I hope that Spielberg is involved somehow like he was on Indiana Jones, and I hope that they give as much attention and love to the score on Jurassic Park Survival as they did on the Indiana Jones game, because like
Oh yeah.
they
Mm.
got a full orchestra, did the whole thing, like, and Jurassic Park Survival definitely deserves that too. So
Yeah.
anyway, I was gonna say Jurassic World Evolution 3 looks awesome. Holy
Yeah.
yes.
It looks peak brothers and sisters. It looks amazing. I yeah, like as someone that's like I look, I've always like not that I have bashed on it. Yeah, let's be real. I have bashed on it as like, park builders. I'm kinda over it and stuff like that. Then boom, Cretaceous cruise and hot air balloons. I'm all in. I'm all in.
Well, and I love the like you have infant and juvenile dinosaurs now. Like that's awesome, and there's so much more you can do. Like these videos they've been releasing of the baby Giganotosaurus and the
Yeah.
baby Titanosaurus and all this
Mhm.
stuff. It's awesome.
Dude, like the marketing for this game has been really like the way that they're rolling stuff out to create hype is honestly amazing. It's so good to see, like,
Yeah.
and Frontier is such an amazing company as well. Like, they've listened to the community, like when they announced the game and they said they were going to use so in the game with the scientists and stuff, it's all AI. Like in Jurassic World Evolution 2, it was AI. Like it was just scientist names. Like they would AI generate photos because they didn't want to use real people. They've taken that out of the game now because everyone was like, no, that's bad. So they listened. They're like, okay, taking that out. So they're really fast and like really listen to the community's feedback and things like that, which is really refreshing, especially in this franchise. You know what I mean? Because
Mhm.
let's face it, like the
Mhm.
community is not really listened to. So when Frontier and Jurassic World Evolution, they're listening to the fans, it just shows that they care. And you can really see in this game, like the amount of like upgrades, like they've really been taking a lot of feedback from Jurassic World Evolution 2 and all the feedback from everyone about it. And they're like, yep, all right, let's just do this amazing game. And yeah, the fact that, yeah, the Cretaceous cruise looks amazing. All the new features and stuff is just groundbreaking, realistically. Like it's really cool. And it just looks so good as well. Like all the footage that's come out, it's pre-alpha. So it's not even actual, like it's not fully finished gameplay. It's alpha.
Mhm.
So the fact that it already looks that good is amazing as well. But yeah, that comes
Yeah, I
out
mean,
next month.
yeah, holy cow, that's true, isn't it? Wow.
Yeah.
I mean, say what you want about the Jurassic World Evolution games, they've always looked really like they've always been pretty beautiful. The dinosaurs
Yeah.
look great, like the photography in there is great.
Mm,
But yeah, this Jurassic World Evolution 3 is looking fucking awesome. Like
yeah.
so good.
All I'm saying, guys, is that I think now it's time to like get a next gen console, especially with Jurassic Park Survival coming out next year. Y'all
Mhm.
need to. Everyone needs to start saving. Especially for Jurassic. I hope they do something with Jurassic Park Survival, like a limited edition console or something. That would be cool.
That
Ooh,
would
But
yeah.
be really cool.
yeah, no, Jurassic World Evolution, man, it's cooking. It's looking really good. I'm really happy with it. The Cretaceous cruise thing was like really cool, and like the whole hacking thing, like they have like Dark Jurassic, like using all that in the game as well. It's just so cool. It's just like so much fan service, and I love it. You know what I mean?
Hell yeah.
Um,
Hell yeah.
I don't know. I don't know what else. I know they did a new feature focus yesterday. Oh, not a new feature, a new showcase yesterday.
Yeah.
Where
Well, I
they
mean, I was just gonna second what you said, which was that the marketing and all of this stuff has been really great for Evolution 3.
dare
So
dare I say that it's been better than Rebirth. Dare I? Like,
That's an opinion. That's one opinion.
I don't know, man. Like the Jurassic World Evolution 3 has been amazing. But yeah, I'm really hoping my one thing I really want to know, what was the thing to go with Japan, like with the cherry blossoms and stuff? Like I want to know what they're like. It's so cool and refreshing, but like why? Like it's
I
just
mean, I feel like the impression I got is they're just gonna start doing like global locations where you can have parks or
yeah,
stuff like that.
that's what I really hope in like the way that they do their expansions now. It's new countries. So like it's a
Mhm.
whole like different map, everything. And I hope that's how they do it because what I will say about Jurassic World Evolution 3, especially being Aussie, you know, inflation and that, DLCs are like 30 to $50 here. And
Mhm.
sometimes it's like, it's like I know the first few times we're going to be paying for like dinosaurs and stuff that have been in the previous games. It's what games do. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm not complaining about that, but yeah, I just hope like there's more to the DLCs and expansions in this game, and I think they're going to do that. I know a lot of rumors have been saying, yeah, the DLCs and expansions will be like new countries and stuff. Don't hold me accountable to that. That's just what the word on the rumor mill is. But that it's just been really cool.
The word on the Jurassic City streets.
Yes. What else
Um,
do we have for gaming news? Oh yeah. We have a new collab, the new flight simulator collab
yep.
with
Archipelago.
Archipelago. Look, this is probably what I don't want to sound negative. I think this collaboration is really cool. Don't
It's
get me wrong.
awesome, yeah,
It
but
looks sick.
yeah.
But what I will say here, and I hope I don't get yelled at, but who asked for this? Like, and look, I know I sound like a negative person, but that's why I started with the positive stuff. So my thing is with the new flight simulator collab, really cool. I'm not discrediting that. I think it's gonna be really cool. I'm gonna play it still. Um, my thing is who asked for it? Like, it just feels like Universal don't really have their feet on the ground when it comes to the gaming space. Because fans have been asking for Fortnite and Dead by Daylight. They're the two biggest games and things like that. When it comes to gaming collaborations, and the Jurassic IP fits those games like a glove.
Hmm.
Um,
Mhm.
And look, if you want to say, oh, no, we don't want Fortnite and stuff like that. Okay, cool. Let the numbers do the talking. So we have on Twitch, which is we're on Twitch.
He brought receipts.
Yeah, Microsoft Flight Simulator only has 400 viewers, people watching the game. Roblox, and especially now after the controversy, has only like 5,000 people watching the game. Dead by Daylight and Fortnite is between 50 to 80k live viewers, concurrent viewers every single day. So that's why that's why I'm asking who asked for this, because that's why I say they don't have their feet on the ground when it comes to gaming collaborations, because when you look at what games are popping off, it's not Roblox and it's not Flight Simulator. You know what I mean? If you want more people to get eyes onto your game, and I think they still need to do a significant thing in gaming, because they haven't really dipped their toes into gaming that much. Yes, Park Simulator, really cool, but that's like a really it's a niche thing. You know what I mean? They're not really on the face of gaming, and I feel like they need to dip their toes in something like that, because say if Jurassic Park Survival does flop, especially the gaming community, they're gonna like rip into it really bad. So I'd rather them flop on something before Jurassic Park Survival, like a Fortnite collaboration or a Dead by Daylight collaboration or something else. So like they can understand of like what works and what doesn't, and what they can do in gaming and things like that, and explore that.
Well, they did Roblox, and look how that's going.
Yeah, look, I'll touch on the Roblox thing as well, 'cause I've seen no one talk about this, but look, Roblox is under a massive investigation now for their child protection services. Read into that in your own time and things like that, but it's looking bad news bears. Very bad news bears for Roblox. But this investigation has been happening since March. And look, I don't blame Universal when I talk about this or anything like that, but for a big company, they should kind of know what's going on with what they're pairing their IP to. And this investigation for the child protection services was happening in March. They collabed with Roblox in June while they're under investigation, which is kind of bad news bears since of everything that's come out now. But that's what I mean as well. Like, it's not gonna. They've been the only big collab to collaborate with Roblox in the past few months, because no one has done it.
Well, yeah, and so what I was gonna say was, like, as far as them not collabing with Fortnite or whoever else, like, I wonder if the Roblox thing has kind of scared them off of it a little bit. But I also feel like it's also just corporate money bullshit also, unfortunately.
Well, look at the Roblox collab. The first thing that came out with all these backpacks, and they're behind a $300 Amazon gift card for a backpack in the game. Like that's like, that is crazy. And it like I'm not saying I didn't know about the Roblox stuff until last month when it really blew up. But for a big company like Universal, surely like you have so many people, knowing what you're like, seeing if it's brand safe and things like that. Like surely you have people looking at that. And yeah, when I dove into like the whole Roblox stuff, it's been pretty big since March. Like when you're actually in the community and things like that, it's been going for a hefty time this year. So I think they need to like really distance themselves away from that. And not only that, but yes, Roblox has a large player count, but it's all children. And that goes back to the argument as well, like they're only family friendly. You know what I mean? Like they haven't really done anything, and that's why Dead by Daylight and Fortnite is the perfect opportunity to do something, because it's a new market, and that's what gamers are playing. Obviously, I'm not saying don't collab with Call of Duty or whatever. I understand, like, you don't want to be associated with that because you're more family friendly. But like Fortnite is so innocent. Dead by Daylight is like pretty innocent. Yes, it's gory.
And Fortnite would be so easy to collab with.
So easy.
So they're ready. Like I've said this, like I've been this drum like so many times, but Epic Games has already collaborated with Jurassic World with Rocket League. Like they own Fortnite, and Rocket League is in Fortnite as well.
Those cars.
Yeah. So like they've already collaborated together. Like it's legit. In all honesty, it's because Universal don't like guns with their IP. That's it. Like I'm not saying that because I know stuff. I'm just saying, like, when you look at all the information there and the past 10 years in gaming, they don't like guns.
Well, and Jurassic Park Survival and other things might change. Hopefully that changes in the future.
Well, like that's why and this is why I was really annoyed with like the marketing of Rebirth as well, because they kept bashing on the Jurassic World IP and they kept saying this is a rebirth of a beloved franchise. I haven't seen it. I haven't like even in Rebirth, like the whole gore and stuff like that. We saw like Martin Krebs' hand get bitten off, but you see Ray
Well,
Arnold's
we
hand
had
get
we
bitten
had the
off.
first
Oh yeah, the dinosaur kill, dino kill.
The first on screen
Yeah,
one. Which
which
I
is
mean,
yeah.
cool.
it's crazy to me to think about that though, because I 100% agree with you. I think that's the reason why they're not putting it in there is because Universal hates guns. But then you look at like the arcade games that every Jurassic has, and the whole premise is just shoot
Yeah,
dinosaurs. That's it. That's the whole game. Is just shoot as many
Yeah,
yeah.
that's
dinosaurs as you
true.
possibly can. And so it's so confusing why they choose to do some things and then just it seemingly ignore the easy hanging fruit.
Oh,
Yeah.
that you're getting at the big picture of the issue is like they don't take the low-hanging fruit, the easy stuff that would work out well.
Yeah.
They they announce Jurassic games that are titled survival and then they cancel them.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. But yeah, back to Archipelago because we kind of just brushed that past that because I just
We
wanted
did,
to
yeah.
have my own tangent. But it looks sick. It looks like there's gonna be a lot of lore filled. You can fly to like all the islands and things like that, the dinosaur designs and things like that too. It's gonna be
Mhm.
sick. I wish I had a full rig for it. I think it would be cool, like actually having a rig for it.
Yeah, I will say, like, as a not high level gamer myself personally,
Yeah,
like that's a game that I'll sit there and play. Probably is just flying around
yeah.
Isla Nublar and Isla Sorna and watching dinosaurs and shit. But like, yeah, it's I don't know if that's not a huge audience. So
It's not a
It's
huge
really
draw.
not.
No, it's very niche. That's what I mean. Like I didn't want to be disrespectful to it because I know like Flight Simulator is cool and stuff, but like who asked for it? Because it's such a low audience. Like if
To
this is a
me, like the people who play Flight Simulator are like that game is geared toward like it's like almost not a game. It's geared towards like training pilots. And so
it's like a experience.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's not really a game in a game sense. I mean, it is because like you can install it on a computer and like
yeah
simulate and
play
play,
it.
but like people like pilots use that to train on. Like it's crazy that
Mhm.
like we're then gonna throw in fictional places that pilots can then train on. Like
Well, I was
what?
gonna say like pilots are gonna be training flying over Isla Nublar and Isla Sorna.
Great, you can land on Jurassic World now. Like what?
But yeah, like, and this is what I mean. I don't want to like, I don't want this podcast to like be shitting on it or anything like that. But that's what I mean. Like, who's like, are they really understanding the gaming community? You know what I mean? That's my big question. Like, it just seems like, they're not really, they don't have their finger on the pulse to it, and they're just doing things. I don't know. Like, it just seems like they're trying to annoy me now because they're just doing things that no one's asking for.
Well, and this is just my 2 cents, but Jurassic Park Survival, the fact that it's gotten to the level that it is, that it's still alive, that we're hearing about it, like it gives me a glimmer of hope that the future is bright and it is going to be a little bit different, I hope. But
Yeah.
We can hope.
yeah,
I
yeah,
hope it's a revival of beloved franchise. That's the one thing that like. I didn't blame Gareth Edwards for saying that because obviously you have to hype up your new era of the movie and stuff like that. But the fact that Universal are also shipping that, I
it's
actions speak louder than words, and I want to see those
it's
actions.
oh yeah, it's marketing speak also.
Yeah,
It's just marketing speak bullshit, but like yes, I hope that the actions come through stronger as well.
yeah.
So,
But I think that wraps up the gaming segment. I've spoken about everything. Collabs, games. Yeah, I think that wraps up
yeah,
gaming news.
Jaden's gaming news. Ba 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 ba.
Woo! Oh yeah.
So, I saw a movie in theaters this week called The Toxic Avenger, which is a remake of an old movie that, in my opinion, was not good. But the new one was good because it improved on all of the bad things about the original. That's just my opinion. That's not the point. The point is, Toxic Avenger was an unrated, gory, awesome movie. So it's the type of movie where before I saw the Cold Storage trailer. Um, and it was awesome to see the Cold Storage trailer in a movie theater. That was awesome. And for those not familiar, Cold Storage is a movie that's based on the novel written by David Koepp. He also wrote the screenplay for this movie, I
Yep.
believe.
Yeah, he did.
And I think the trailer looks awesome because it looks really gory and wild. I think it has maybe more comedy than was in the book, but I think that's also because of the cast, like Joe Keery and whoever else. Um, but there's an episode of this podcast a while ago where Samantha and Corey and Jack and I talked about Cold Storage, the novel, because of David Koepp and how he was writing Rebirth and all that good stuff. So I wanted to bring up the Cold Storage trailer and ask you, Corey, what do you think about the Cold Storage trailer?
So when I heard, because there was rumblings that this was like going in a comedy route, like more comedic route, and I was like, oh, this is bad. This is not going to be good, because the book is like so like traumatizing the way it like treats some like the fungus in this. Like some of the deaths are truly horrific. And I was like, are we turning like The Last of Us into Wedding Crashers? Like that kind of, that was like what it felt like to me. And I was like, this is gonna be bad. And then I saw the trailer and I loved it. Like I actually like they kept how horrifying everything is in the book.
Yes.
Like the gore looks crazy. But they also do have little, like, it does feel like more like a character comedy kind of thing. Like the character that Joe Keery plays, whose name is Tea Cake.
Yeah.
um Joe Keery's a funny guy. Like if you watch Stranger Things, you know, like his type of acting, his type of characters that he plays, like he's just a funny guy. And I do think it kind of is well put in the movie. Like there are things that when I now think back to the book, like I can see them in a comedy light, I guess, because there's a scene in the trailer where there's a deer that's been infected by the fungus and it walks into an elevator, and Joe Keery's character like, did that fucking deer just use the fucking elevator? And like that happens. Like there's animals that get infected that like actually go into this storage facility. I'm like, okay, yeah, I can actually see this being kind of funny.
Yeah.
It's crazy to me that Liam Neeson is in it, and his last movie, he will have gone from The Naked Gun to Cold Storage, which is a hell of a jump. Yeah.
Which I feel like is also influencing the tone of Cold Storage a little bit, maybe. The fact that he just had Naked Gun, which was really successful. Maybe they were like, we need to put a little bit of this in there. But
Could
I don't know.
be. I don't know when the two of them were filmed. I don't know which, because I know Cold Storage has been sitting in cold storage on the shelf for a while.
Yeah, true.
But yeah, it looks good. I'm really excited. Like I'll go see it like the first showing that it comes out around here. I think that the way that they are showing the first the first section of the book, which is like the most horrifying way to start a book, looks, that part is kind of like in the trailer, and it looks to be really faithful to the book.
Yeah, I was gonna bring that up as well. Like the prologue, the intro of the novel is, you see that location and parts of that scene in the trailer, and it's pretty close to how I imagined it when I was reading.
It's exactly how I pictured it when I was reading the book. Like it is literally, and I think isn't it just a random like town in Australia? I think it is in Australia. It starts out
It's
there.
like a really small town in the middle of nowhere
Yeah.
in Australia. Yeah.
Yeah. So the
So
shout out
Oh
to,
yeah.
there you go.
it's
Woo!
we talk more about it. The episode is called Dinosaurs Kept in Cold Storage, a play
Yeah.
on David Koepp's name. It's an episode from last year. Go check it out. Maybe we'll put it in the notes of this podcast if I can find it. But we talk more on that episode about just how chilling the opening of the book is, and they show parts of that
They
in
do.
the trailer. I was like, oh shit,
I
wow.
am very
So
excited to see it on the screen, and I'm sure we might do it like another podcast where we just talk about like the trailer with cold storage. With hopefully Samantha can join, because I think we read it about the same time, because it came out
yeah,
when we went to Comic-Con for the first time, so we both picked it up there.
yeah. Well, and one of and this is just where my brain goes, but like one of David Koepp's 9 Jurassic commandments was humor is oxygen, which to me means like, you know, in very dark, violent situations, like there's humor in there that gives us a little bit of light. So like I feel like that's valid in cold storage, just because like you were saying, like there's some horrifying
Yeah,
shit in there.
and that, I mean,
So
and speaking of like humor and stuff, not to go full circle, but going back to the showing last night, the Jurassic Park in concert, like that was, it's not the first time I'd seen it in theaters with an audience, but it definitely is the first time, I guess, well, besides the Hollywood Bowl, but seeing it with an audience that big, I guess. And it's really funny to me because there were people in the audience that I know, some cough cough, somebody I went with that had never seen it before.
oh,
Yeah, literally had never seen it before, and so
that's a great way to watch Jurassic Park for the first time.
that's what I
Mm.
said. Like, this is perfect.
Yeah, I'm jealous.
Yeah, it's funny to see like when the audience like laughed in that movie, because like now I just think about it, like I know everything that everybody says in that movie, and so like the comedy beats don't like hit anymore just because I know they're coming. But to see for like people who don't know every word of that movie and when they laugh that was a fun time.
Yeah, I mean, the same thing happened to me a few weeks ago at the Hollywood Bowl, and like past times I've seen it with an orchestra. Like you always get a huge audience, and there's always people there who have never seen it before, or like who are watching it with their kids, or like that kind of situation. And so you always get like first time reactions, or like there's always really people react to interesting moments in Jurassic Park. It's like, really, you're laughing at that, or like,
It's so
really, you're
fun though.
reacting to that?
Yeah.
It's funny, it's cool.
I'm trying to think
So
what got the biggest laugh in the showing last night. I think the biggest laugh was probably when Gennaro ran out of the car and Grant's like, "When you gotta go, you gotta go." And I think like everybody just like laughed really hard at that. And I found that funny.
I mean, people cheer like and clap at funny things too in those contexts. Like people like died laughing and cheered when Gennaro gets eaten off the toilet. Like
That's my
just
boy.
like
We're gonna have a whole
huge
episode on Gennaro. Justice for Gennaro.
just like huge audience cheering and clapping for Gennaro getting eaten. But then there's like the good cheering, which like when the banner falls on the T-Rex at the end, the audience just loses their minds, and it's fantastic.
Yeah, it's fun.
So
fun times.
Yeah,
Man, I want to go see it in concert. It's never in Sydney. It was in Perth last year, but like, yeah, it's never been in Sydney, and I'm really upset about it.
Surely
I want to go watch it.
Yeah, they'll do it sometime. They gotta. It does, like, it pops up even near me like pretty frequently. So
Hell yeah. I know, because I watched Batman in concert this year. That was the first time I watched like an orchestra thing. And it was really cool.
Which
Batman?
The original one.
Oh,
I'm not a big Batman. Yeah, I'm not a big Batman guy. Yeah. That one. I'm not a big Batman DC guy. So it was
That's
like a
fun.
sponsored thing.
That's
so I went there and I was like, oh, it was actually pretty cool. I actually enjoyed it.
Yeah, that's a great movie to watch with an orchestra too.
Yeah,
for sure.
So I was like, oh, well, wait, that was like the first time I watched the movie as well. Sorry to Batman
who's the
fans out
composer
there.
on that one, Caleb?
Danny Elfman.
Danny Elfman, that's who it is. Yeah, that's a good score on that one.
Yep. That's a great one.
Have you guys purchased? Wait, are you guys done with your cold storage talk?
Yeah, that's
oh,
fine.
sorry. I don't want to be rude.
Put us on cold storage.
David Koepp is having a renaissance where he's writing and doing a bunch of stuff, and
it's the
rebirth in cold storage. Kepazons. No, so the last thing I will say about that, I guess, is like I'm excited for cold storage.
I am too. I am too.
I need to watch the trailer.
And that's coming from somebody who was very worried, very, very worried about early reports because I loved that book. But the trailer has definitely assuaged those fears a little bit.
Yeah, no, I would agree. It's way, with the reports that came out, the trailer was way more gory than I thought they were gonna go, and so that's really good.
And we know it's rated R because they dropped the F word like a bunch of times in the trailer.
yeah.
You know what else is rated R?
What's that?
Jurassic World Rebirth. Okay, I'm sorry. I had to put that in.
Remember that whole conversation?
I was gonna ask you guys. I was like, because have you guys purchased Rebirth on digital now, or no?
I haven't. I'm a bad.
I haven't yet, but planning on it.
Yeah.
Okay. Because I've like I said before, I've watched it like 8 times since purchasing it because it came out like 2 weeks ago in Australia. And I the way I enjoy Rebirth is if I look at it as Jurassic Park 4.
I agree. No, I fully agree with that too.
It's a great tie-in to, like, it ties into both trilogies to what you're saying.
Yeah. I just can't, like, look, I like Rebirth. It's just if I look at it after Dominion, that's when I start getting annoyed and start looking at it like from a crazy fan level and start like, this doesn't make sense. That doesn't make sense. Why'd you do this? Why'd you do that? Whereas if I look at it as Jurassic Park 4, so like original trilogy, I watched it like this: Jurassic Park 1, 2, 3, and then Rebirth as Jurassic Park 4. I was like, okay, I'm fine with this. This is how it makes sense in my head for me to enjoy it.
I like that. Actually.
And then Dominion's still the end.
Yeah, you've got like the Star Wars ordering going on.
Yeah, that's how that's how I watch it now. But I can't watch Rebirth as like after Dominion. Because even like at the start, it's been 32 years since dinosaurs, you know. I can just like remove all that text epilogue away. I don't look at it. And I'm like, yeah, Jurassic Park 4, guys. Mutants. Here we go. Like, let's do it. Yeah, I was like, this is what we're doing. And like my brother came over yesterday, right? Because I was looking after my nieces. So I had the movie on because they wanted to watch it because they're like so excited. And my brother watched it for the first time as well. He's like, that was really fast. And I was like, yeah. He's like, I didn't feel like I watched the movie or what I just watched. And I was like, huh? And he's like, I just don't like. He's like, I felt like I looked away at certain points, but I still followed along, and I still watched it. And I was like, okay, that's fair.
Interesting.
Yeah, but yeah, I was more talking to my partner Kelly about it because she now that we've watched Rebirth a lot, she doesn't like it. She's not a fan of it. Yeah, she's like, nah. She's like, I can't. She's like, I can't. And I was
Does
like,
it have anything to do with you've watched it 8 times?
No, I don't want to because she's a very her take's very controversial. I don't know if I want to share it because I don't want her to get bashed.
You can.
She doesn't like Zora. She doesn't like Zora.
Oh, she's not alone. I've heard other people say that.
So. Yeah, but like, yeah, she just thinks Zora is like really weak, and I think she's over the whole mercenary character. She's like over that.
That part I do understand, yeah.
Yeah, I think she's just fatigued for that because, you know, Owen and stuff like that. We've kind of seen it before and things like that. So I think she's fatigued from that. But she does say that she likes Duncan and Loomis. But then because if you pause in the museum, if you pause it on the Mosasaurus, it has like the Velociraptor bio when you pause it on the Mosasaurus.
No,
that doesn't matter. It's a production design thing.
Oh, and okay.
It's out of focus. Like that's a production design flaw,
because so that came up on her TikTok, and she showed me this. She's like, no way, this is it. I was like, yeah. I mean, they do. I was like, just don't look at it. I was like, no one's looking at it. I was like, just ignore it. She's like, you can't ignore it. And I was like, it's Jurassic Park 4.
You could find as far as like. I mean, it's as far as production design, but either way, like you could find things like that in every Jurassic movie.
Yeah. I mean, hell, in the first one at the Tyrannosaur breakout scene, they left a whole ass lighting fixture in frame. So Yeah, it
Yeah,
happens.
Yeah, no, but
but
yeah. So that's how I've been watching Jurassic World Rebirth is as my Jurassic Park 4. I guess as Corey said, I'm Star Warsing the shit out of it now
Yeah.
and making my own my own canon in my head, my own head canon of what
I
makes
like it.
sense.
I think that speaks I think that speaks highly of Rebirth in some ways, though, because what they were going for was like in those leaked production notes, they were like, we want to make a sequel that feels like it was in the 90s and came after the last one, and like all that stuff. Like I I watch it as the seventh movie and it makes sense to me, but like I think what you're saying speaks to the fact that like perhaps this is a step in a good direction. Like we should be making Jurassic movies that feel like Jurassic Park
Mm.
4. Like we should be doing more of that kind of thing tonally, etc. So
I will say this, and I'm sorry for saying this when the movie came out, but I do think now after like I've been sitting on it and watching it, I do think I put Jurassic World over it.
okay,
Mm.
well, you bring up a good thing because we did this on the couple podcasts ago with the Comic-Con folks, and I
Yeah.
did this with the composer folks. Get Corey and Jaden, give me your updated franchise ranking, please. Jurassic
Okay.
franchise.
Corey, you can go first.
Oh boy. I don't think mine has changed since I watched Rebirth for the first time. I still think
Okay.
I sit at 1, 2, Rebirth, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Okay.
I think that was my ranking then. I think that's still my ranking now.
Okay. No, that's valid. That's an
Yeah.
interesting one. Yeah.
Okay, so like the reason why I had Rebirth over Jurassic World, and look, I change this like every day because I like Rebirth because it feels like Jurassic Park, like it feels like Lost World and Jurassic Park 3. Island-esque, going
Mhm.
to an island and just shit going wrong. I like that. I like Jurassic Park and Jurassic World, but being in this franchise, in this community, and especially like, it's coming to that time of Thanksgiving, the Jurassic World social media page, they just constantly like shove down your throat Jurassic Park and Jurassic World. It's always been that, just those two, constantly shoved down your throat. So I think that's why I appreciate the Lost World and Jurassic Park 3 a lot. But Jurassic
Mm.
Park 3 is always my number one. But I'll get into my tier list soon. But yeah, like I always like freaking didn't I put Rebirth over Jurassic World just because the island factor and it feels more like Jurassic Park. But the reason why I feel like I'm too disrespectful to Jurassic World by doing that because of what Jurassic World built and how that is a revival of a beloved franchise. Like that is the true term of revival of beloved franchise. Because without Jurassic World, we wouldn't be here where we are now. So that's why I
Mhm.
like that's where my moral dilemma comes in because I'm like, shit, I do like Rebirth more, but Jurassic World gave us so much more. But maybe I should stop thinking like that, just look at it as a movie. But yeah, that's where my head is. That's why I toss and turn between those two. But anyways, my tier list. So I view the first three as like my number one, if that makes sense, because they're all it's good. Obviously, I'm gonna get slaughtered if I say Jurassic Park 3 is my favorite. It is my favorite, but it's just my personal preference. But I was saying this to Corey
So
yesterday. The Lost World and Jurassic Park 3, I prefer over Jurassic Park, viewing wise. Like I watch them more than any other movie because it's not shoved down your throat.
okay.
And I genuinely enjoy them because they're just fun and it's just dinosaurs on an island, just being dinosaurs. It's no park going to shit. It's no like, buddy cop with Blue and Owen or whatever. Um, it's just straight, movable feasts. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
That's what it is,
Mhm.
and that's what I
Mhm.
like about it. And I'm not saying when I do my ranking and stuff like that, like the movie shit. I love Jurassic Park. It's just that I prefer these other two over it. But Jurassic Park 3, and then Jurassic Park, and then Lost World. That's my top three. If you really want me to spill those beans,
Okay.
I think if I'm doing it as a movie, I think I'll put Rebirth there because I do view it as 1, 2, 3, 4. Like that's my head canon. And
Gotcha.
then yeah, I think I'll do Jurassic World, Fallen Kingdom, and Dominion. I think I'd do it like that. But yeah, I
Okay.
think movie wise, I have Rebirth over Jurassic World. But I hope I'm not being disrespectful because I'm not saying it
You
in a disrespectful way.
you don't
Like I
have
love
to
Jurassic World.
You
I
I
don't
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 have
want
to
to get spotted by the
apologize. You're
community.
fine.
no.
No,
But
I don't think anybody's
but
coming
yeah,
after you.
you're good.
but
You're good.
I still think yeah, Rebirth is better for me than Fallen Kingdom and Dominion.
I'll tell you why that
That's interesting.
Rebirth, why I put Rebirth over Jurassic World, that trilogy pretty handily, is because to me, because Jurassic World itself kind of is a reboot of the franchise, like it built that. Like we grew up. I'm trying to like. I'm so bad at articulating this. I'm sorry. Um, like we grew up with Jurassic Park, Lost World, and Jurassic Park 3, right? And it felt like those movies were maturing with us, like as far as like the content of those goes. And then, we didn't have anything for a long time. And then it felt like we started back over like at for kids with Jurassic World, and it kind of built up from there again. But Jurassic Rebirth felt like it was a continuation of those first three movies as far as like content wise, like how
Yeah.
Yeah.
it felt. And that's why that one just like it ranks above the Jurassic World for me, because like it just felt like that franchise, the original trilogy, growing up with me.
Yeah,
You went that
tonally.
word.
Yeah, no, that makes complete sense. And
Yeah.
like you're one of the only people I've heard put Rebirth ahead of JP3. So,
Interesting. Jade might kill me.
I mean, yeah. I mean, I also put it ahead of JP3, but
I'll tell you why. I'll tell you why JP3 is always has like an asterisk to me, is because I do not like Amanda Kirby. Just that
okay.
character. What's a bad idea?
Nah, the Kirby family is still the best family in the franchise. They saved divorce. They battled divorce and dinosaurs. What family has done that? None. They saved their family and saved their kid from a dinosaur island.
So
What family has done that?
Yeah, that's fair. That's
Jaden,
fair.
Jaden, don't kill me. And you, if you go on Letterboxd, you can go look at my Jurassic ranking list.
I did have a stalk ages ago. I was like, you know what? I'll leave it. I'll leave it.
But I've actually, like, when we had the big post Rebirth, all the Outposter people talking about what they thought about Rebirth, I wasn't sure about my ranking, where Fallen Kingdom and Rebirth were, but I would still put Fallen Kingdom ahead of Rebirth personally. So like
Wow. That hurts.
Well, I haven't. I'm sorry.
Caleb is certified
That's
Fallen
more
Kingdom
controversial
glazer.
than Jaden's.
He's a certified Fallen Kingdom glazer. It's official now. Like, that is wild.
Hey, if you've listened to this podcast for a while, or you've heard me speak for a while, you'll know that it's genuine. But yeah, I don't know. So my ranking, to be clear, is Jurassic Park, The Lost World, Fallen Kingdom, Rebirth, Jurassic World, Dominion, and then JP3. Sorry, Jaden.
Down at the bottom, man. We have the spectrum here. We have it number one and the last. This is wild.
Wow, that is okay. Wow, yeah.
Well, so and what's also interesting is that Jurassic World has risen above Dominion for me in recent times. I've just realized that I like it. I like it a little more than Dominion, because, not to get on a Dominion tangent on this podcast, but Dominion, I love Dominion, but it's so bloated and full of so much stuff, and it's just too much sometimes. But yeah, no, but so like not long after I saw Rebirth a few times, I watched Fallen Kingdom just casually, and I just, as much as I love it, I was just like, I still love this more than Rebirth. But so yeah, I don't know.
I could not. I can't get on that ship with you, Caleb. I just can't do it.
Yeah.
And I mean, I will give you this about Fallen Kingdom. I will give you this, is that Fallen Kingdom was the first movie where like I felt really like part of the community, because I think that like we met in LA, Caleb, before Fallen Kingdom. Like that's when I think I joined. I think I joined Outpost right before Fallen Kingdom too, because that's when I wrote the law article, which Go read that. That's really old.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um, but so like the memories surrounding Fallen Kingdom are like my favorite of the franchise, just because like meeting all these new cool people. But God, I can't say the same thing about the movie itself.
No,
I,
I completely agree in that, like, the memories around that movie are my favorite. It was fantastic. And you and I and Samantha and Josh and Jennifer and Dylan and like, we all watched Fallen Kingdom for the first time at the same time.
Yep.
So that was a wild experience. So
Yeah.
I,
And then we
I
went to Denny's and had a server named Dino. So
yeah, we did.
I will
shout out
never
Dino.
forget that. I will never forget that. We got out of the first showing of Jurassic World: Fallen Kingdom. We went to Denny's, which is like a diner here, and our server was named Dino, and we all lost our mind.
Yeah. Well, and I remember sitting at that table being like the only person at the table who was like excited about the movie, and the rest of y'all were kind of like,
Do you remember? Okay, well, I can't remember who I was sitting beside when we were watching that movie, but when it turned out that Maisie was a clone, I literally went like, "What the hell?" Like audibly, and so whoever was beside me just started bursting out laughing at me.
Not to get on a Fallen Kingdom tangent, but like that's something I love about that movie. I love the weird mad science. But Jaden, you were about to say something, I think, but I don't know.
Yeah, no, with Fallen Kingdom, I remember my brother predicted the whole Maisie thing like so early on in the movie. Like it was before the Brachiosaurus scene and shit like that. I think it was like the first time he like saw it. He's like, I won't say what he said. He's like, this kid's a clone. He's like, this kid's a clone, and I was like, nah, fuck off. I was like, no. I was like, nah. And then it happened, and then he just pissed himself laughing, and I was like, oh,
Told you,
brother. I was like, oh no. And like the thing is like he's not big into like Jurassic or anything like that. And we watched it opening day, so it wasn't like he saw like spoilers or whatever. It was just that was his thing. He's like, she's a clone, and I was like, nah. And then it happened. I was like, oh. But yeah, that, like Fallen Kingdom, I think I'd like it way more if without Maisie. Same as Dominion. Sorry.
Well, listen, back when Fallen Kingdom came out, like even then, like I realized like this movie is gonna divide the Jurassic community. Like there are gonna be people who love this and there are gonna be people who don't. So like, and that's fine. That's how these movies tend to go.
Yeah.
So,
I will say Fallen Kingdom will always have the best opening scene in the franchise. I will always give it that.
yeah.
I
Always
can't-
give it that.
I can't fault you for that.
Yeah, I will always give Fallen Kingdom that. And yeah, I still watch that. Like that and Battle at Big Rock is probably one of the best pieces of like media in the whole like
Agreed.
new trilogy and the whole new era.
So many people don't know about Battle at Big Rock. It makes me sad.
I know.
Yeah, there needs to be more things like Battle at Big Rock, but yeah, maybe we should be the ones to share it more,
Go watch it.
publicize it more.
Yeah, go watch Battle at Big Rock.
Go watch Battle at Big Rock. Great score by Amy Doherty. So speaking of Fallen Kingdom, listen to this tangent. Speaking of Fallen Kingdom, there was a Sinoceratops in the new Beyond the Gates Creator Edition.
Great segue. That is an amazing segue. Oh my god.
So and Sinoceratops licks Chris Pratt's face in Fallen Kingdom. But in the new Beyond the Gates Creator Edition this week, there was a Ornitholestes and a Sinoceratops, and I forget what the third one was.
I'm trying to get it up.
Someone help me.
Yeah. Where is it?
Yeah, I'm trying to find it too. There's Sinoceratops, Mosasaurus, and
Ornitholestes.
Yep.
Yeah, there we go.
Okay, so yeah, Sinoceratops, Ornitholestes, and Mosasaurus, which all look really great, especially the Sinoceratops. The Sinoceratops looks really good.
It looks so, and that's a surprise because the other two got revealed at Comic-Con, didn't they? So the Sinoceratops was a complete drop, like it was new.
Yeah, totally. And so and the other cool thing about the Sinoceratops is that it has a removable Like you can have it with a
Horns.
broken horn or with a full horn. It has two separate
Yeah.
ones, which is
It,
that's not really hasn't like replaceable interchangeable parts hasn't really been a thing in the Hammond collection as of yet. So
no,
like
because you only
that's a
got them on
really cool
the.
thing.
I'm looking at my Hammond collection right now, and like it's only the like Alan and Ian that have like the movable hands and stuff like that.
Oh yeah.
But with dinosaurs, yeah, no, you're not really getting that. Sorry, I was just distracted by my Spinosaurus Hammond collection.
Oh hell yeah.
Yeah.
But no, so those all look really cool. The
All
Jaden's
pre-orders have sold out of for that, by the way.
yeah.
I got this from
Um,
Germany.
Jaden's holding up his beautiful Hammond collection Spinosaurus. But no, the Sinoceratops looks awesome. The interchangeable horn is a cool thing. So like hopefully we get interchangeable dino parts on more Hammond collection things in the future. The Ornitholestes is really cool. The Mosaurus, however you pronounce it, I might be pronouncing that wrong, but it was
Zora
in the
sounds right.
Jurassic. Yeah, it was in the Jurassic Park novel. So like that's a cool species to have in that respect. But yeah, and I don't know. I have lots of thoughts about the current state of Beyond the Gates that I'll keep quiet, but I will say that it was cool the stop motion little
Oh
film
yeah.
that the creator made with those toys was very very cool. So
I mean,
yeah,
but I mean, the best Hammond collection figures already come and gone though. Like they're without a doubt the best one is the Corthosaurus. So I mean, that's
Corey Thesaurus, yes.
That's it.
I do have that one. It's somewhere in this collection. I'm not gonna move it out.
Corey, didn't you somehow get a Hammond collection box that like had your name spelled on it or something?
No, I bought one of the Corthosaurus and then I just edited it and put my name
Oh,
on
okay.
it. I think that's on my Instagram. I think I got it when I was at Comic-Con with Steven, and then I had it shipped to my house, and then yeah, and then I just literally edited where it said Corthosaurus out of it, and then just put my name.
Corey.
Corey.
Hell yeah.
The Corey Thesaurus.
Yep.
Since we're on the topic of Hammond collection, I do want to ask you guys this because I have asked like people in my community about it. But as a Spinosaurus glazer and stuff like that, I think it would have been better doing an Indominus Rex Hammond collection this year and then saving the Spinosaurus next year for the 25th anniversary. And then doing the 10-year anniversary for Jurassic World with the Indominus Rex Hammond collection. I think that would have been the play.
Well,
but
I
yeah.
mean, they did fuck all for the 10th anniversary of Jurassic World. So
exactly. Low-hanging fruit, by the way.
Well, yeah, we've had that conversation on past podcasts about how they should have celebrated that because it's a big deal. But yeah, I think that Spinosaurus with the 25th anniversary of Jurassic Park 3 would have been cool, and Indominus with the 10th anniversary would have been cool.
Yep.
But like the Hammond collection Spinosaurus is just phenomenal. Like I'm just so glad it exists at all. You know?
I need to get another one. Apparently they're coming out in Australia on the 15th at Big W. Because we still do little waves. Like we got the Lost World Raptor and the Stiggy in Big W online only. We just had the Allosaurus as well, but that's sold out now. But yeah, it's very limited.
Big W.
Big W. Hell yeah. Other than that, yeah, that was my only question that I had.
Well,
for
I mean,
you guys.
I think, and I really think it makes a lot of sense for it to happen at some point. I just have no idea when. But like a Hammond collection Indominus Rex makes a lot of sense.
Do you reckon they're not doing it because it is a hybrid though, and they're just keeping it Hammond collection as dinosaurs?
I mean, maybe that's a very valid point that might be true. I would also love to see a Hammond collection Indoraptor. So
yeah, like that's what, like you have so much potential to do. So, like, you know what I'd love to see? Like this is just I would love to see a Hammond collection Suchomimus, but the Chaos Theory variant.
Ooh, yeah.
Like that would be
they've
like
done. I mean, the Hammond collection Irritator, the Hammond collection Baryonyx, like all of those like type of dinosaurs in the Hammond collection have been really good. So
What about a
Now I'm just
Scorp-
really annoyed. A
what about
Scorpius Rex would be
yes,
sick.
Scorpius Rex. That's what I was going with.
ooh, a
But
Hammond collection of
I,
Scorpius Rex would
I,
be
I just got
badass.
super annoyed though, right? And this might annoy you guys, but imagine for the 10th anniversary, we got a Bumpy Hammond collection and an Indominus Rex Hammond collection. Imagine that would have been amazing.
That would have been great.
A Bumpy Hammond collection would be like iconic.
I mean, the Hammond collection in Kylosaurus is already a really great toy.
Yeah, but just
so,
make a Bumpy variant and just call it Bumpy and Kylosaurus. And you know how much money that would make? So much more, because it's Bumpy.
Tons. Yes.
Come on, Universal.
And then include a little smoothie in there.
Yeah, and like well, and now they're all dead. Anyways,
They're not. They're not dead.
I'm joking. It hurts me.
I know.
I use humor to cope. I have Bumpy right here.
Dinosaurs are our therapy. What we say.
Yeah, I just that's why I viewed Rebirth as Jurassic Park 4, just to get away from that possibility.
Oh man. I think that's a great spot to start heading towards the end of this podcast. Dinosaurs are therapy. The Corey Thosaurus is from Jurassic Park 3.
Oh, I do have one more thing before we wrap up.
You know, go ahead.
PAX Australia, Melbourne.
Yes.
Jurassic Outpost meetup. Before we should have done this at the start, but if you're here at the end, you're a real one, and we appreciate you. But yeah. So Jurassic Outpost community meetup at PAX on Sunday. We've posted all the information on our socials, but we're doing a community meetup. Some cool things maybe in the works. I don't know, but there's some things happening behind the scenes. But either way, we're doing a trivia. I'm going to be bringing some prizes. We're doing a Jurassic World trivia contest. I'm bringing some cool prizes over so you guys can win some cool Jurassic Park stuff. And we're in talks with a few brands and stuff like that as well if they want to help out. But yeah, we're trying to make it really cool. A week or two before Jurassic World Evolution 3 as well. But yeah, be sure to come out, hang out with other Jurassic fans, collect some Jurassic Outpost stickers. And yeah, be in the running to, meet other fans and win some cool prizes. There you go.
Hell yeah.
That's next month in October, by the way.
Yeah, if nothing else, Jaden and a bunch of other Jurassic fans will be there playing Jurassic music and Jurassic trivia and giving away Jurassic toys. So yeah, it's gonna be awesome.
Out here.
Yeah.
That was it.
PAX Australia.
Yeah.
So before we get out of here, Corey, Jaden, any final Jurassic thoughts for today?
I'm pro Jurassic. I'm not afraid to say it.
I yapped a lot this podcast. I feel like no one's gonna want me on for like another month or two again.
No, it's good. It's less of me talking.
What is the last thing I'll say? Yeah, be sure to check out Jurassic trading cards. Be sure to follow them on Twitter and stuff like that as well. Pretty cool. And yeah, that's it. And follow us, sub to us and stuff like that. Follow us on everything.
Yeah. Corey, what were you about to say? Something?
No, I would just echo everything that Jaden said.
Okay. Well, Jaden and Corey, tell everybody where they can follow you real quick for me.
I am Mr. Candor on pretty much everything. Mr._Candor, except on Twitter, it is 2 underscores, but Mr.__Candor.
All right.
I am NJrassic on everything, so NJAYRASSIC on everything.
So, yeah, hell yeah. Awesome.
Can't spell Jurassic World without J.
Yeah, that's the truth. Can't spell Jurassic World Rebirth without R because it's rated R.
Jurassic World Rebirth is rated R.
No, I'm at Caleb Composed, and like Jaden said, follow Jurassic Outpost on all the things, and check out the YouTube channel and JurassicOutpost.com for all your Jurassic news. And thank you for listening to this episode of the InGeneral podcast. We will see you on the next one.
Bye.
Goodbye. Bye.
Bye.